Today's landscape for the music industry is constantly changing and evolving. The way social media impacts an artist's come up and longevity is more significant than other. One viral moment can change everything for any artist, new or old, and this couldn't be more evident with the recent success of Portland-based rapper Yeat. Yeat's latest track, Rich Minion, which has appeared to take on a life of its own on social media between Benett tweeting about it and getting the song to be featured in the trailer for the upcoming Minions movie, Minions: Rise of Gru. It was a combination of Cole just knowing exactly how to manifest this type of thing into existence and the constant outpouring of support from Yeat's fans, who are without question one of the most loyal and diehard fan bases out there that could rival Beyonce or Nicki Minaj. But how exactly did Yeat go from a regular high school kid making music to one of the hottest upcoming rappers, now churning out tracks for multi-billion-dollar film franchise soundtracks? Well, in today's video, we're gonna break all of that down. But before we get into it, please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications so that you are there anytime we drop some new content. Alright, let's get into the video. Now obviously a 22-year-old kid out of Portland doesn't just randomly start making bangers for movie soundtracks. He had to start somewhere. Yeat was born Noah Oliver Smith on February 26, 2000 in the city of Irvine, California. Hailing from a father of Mexican descent and a Romanian mother, Noah would move to Portland, Oregon as a teenager where he would attend Lake Ridge High School. As a kid, Noah would try his hand at both basketball and soccer, but quickly discovered that athletics were never meant to be his calling. After that, he got a little sidetracked when he began experimenting with drugs like acid and weed.
Whatever, it was just like, you know what I'm saying?
It's more fun. Like
it's more fun, but I feel like if I took it now, I know too much about the world and like all this.
Yeah,
it just won't be fun.
It might cause a bad trip or some like that.
Yeah, and not even a bad trip. I'll just be like, I'll be like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, I feel that.
Eventually, he came to recognize that taking too much of that stuff would make him tired and extremely lazy. It even began affecting his memory, and Noah's ambitions were far too large to waste on a life of drugs. So he got control of his habit and began focusing on what he wanted to accomplish. Inspired by some of his favorite artists like Young Thug, Noah first began experimenting with his own music around the age of 15, creating a series of strange and inventive tracks that he would later delete from the internet entirely. In fact, it wouldn't be until his mother turned him onto T-Pain's music that he discovered the one tool in particular that would become his trademark sound. Speaking with Elevator in early 2018, Noah told them, "I started making music 8 months ago. It was bad at first, but I found autotune and went with that shit." At this early point in his career, Noah would rap under the handle of Lil Yeat. The origins of this moniker came from combining two words, Yeat and Heat. But really, all Noah was looking to do was find a name that sounded like something else so people would instantly recognize it.
I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of just like some high shit, but like, it's not really like a good explanation. It's just like, I take that back. It's like, I just wanted to do something like one word, I don't know why.
By 2018, Yeat was dropping his very first mixtape, Deep Blue Strips, and his unique use of autotune would quickly turn heads throughout the rap community, inspiring a number of hip-hop heads from Atlanta to reach out to the young artist and offer to help develop this superstar in the waiting. On his second mixtape of the year, 4L, Yeat would unleash his single called Sorry About That. This would wind up becoming his first major viral hit and also land him on the radar of the folks over at Interscope, who would scoop Yeat up just in time to help him release his debut studio album, Up To Me.
I really just be living my raps, like, and I just be talking about like whatever I'm doing.
Going through at the moment?
Yeah, just like all of my music is like that. Like it's just whatever's on my mind. I don't be writing or none of that shit. I just be freestyling.
You don't, so you're punching in?
Always, yeah.
That project would elevate Yeat's career to a whole nother level when the single Get Busy began making waves across social media. It became one of the most popular songs of recent memory on TikTok, and even the Six God himself was dropping bars from it on Instagram. As Yeat's fame continued to skyrocket to new heights, he'd continue to release new music. I mean seriously, this guy's hustle is tireless, despite releasing over 6 songs last year alone. Not only that, but emboldened by his immense success of the last couple of years, Yeat is also promising that when his new album does drop, it's going straight to the top of the charts. That brings us to today with Yeat's most recent release that got featured in the latest Minions trailer. So how exactly did this happen? So it all started with music video director and music executive Cole Benett when he basically spoke this into existence when he tweeted out, "I'm doing a trailer for the Minions movie, and I convinced him to let me use Yeat for the soundtrack." And clearly whoever the social media intern is for the Minions Twitter account knows the vibes and is tapped in, because they responded to this post by commenting a set of eye emojis underneath. And the fans absolutely ate this up and started going along with the whole thing by saying, Yeat playing on that Minion movie? Yeah, I gotta go watch it. Another said, Yeat being in the new Minions movie has gotta be the most random collab. With others saying, I have to go watch that new Minions movie just to listen to the new Yeat. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is how marketing works these days for movies. Look how many fans instantly became interested in this Minions movie off the strength of Yeat alone. I mean, Sony and the film Morbius could probably learn a thing or two about this digital marketing campaign.
That's a beautiful thing.
Because Morbius is great. It's good. Nobody can take that away from us.
And one fan suggested just how weird of a collab this is, which is understandable. However, this kinda does make sense as far as fan bases go, because Yeat really does speak to a younger audience and his concerts are evidence of that. So it isn't exactly the craziest thing in the world to think Yeat's music would be featured in a film primarily geared towards a younger audience. I mean, in some ways, this is a match made in heaven. Now, the soundtrack listing has been released and Rich Minion does not appear to be listed. However, the most recent trailer for the film does feature the song thanks to Benett. However, rumors are swirling right now suggesting that Rich Minion will actually be featured during the film itself. So, all the more incentive to go check this movie out. The 2022 Minions Rise of Gru features a star-studded cast with the likes of Steve Carell, Michelle Yeoh, Julie Andrews, Danny Trejo, and others. Set to release on July 1st, so we're gonna have to wait and see if that Rich Minion track actually ends up making the final cut. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was how Yeat got his song featured in the Minions trailer. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and we'll see you in another video.
You watching a Minions movie with your child or your little brother, and you hear this, you hear that song in the credits, bro. I mean, that's it's fire. Like, definitely a bag. I wonder if it's actually in the movie. Like, if there's a scene where it's in the movie.